Welcome to BISP solution. So we are here once again with the different topics we are covering under ARCS. So in our today's topic we will be covering the case scenario of notes receivable and a short-term debts. So let's take a brief idea about these two, that is the notes receivable and a short-term debt. So the notes receivable basically no, it refers to a written or an unconditional promise made by an individual or business to pay a definite amount at a definite date or on a demand. Means a person who is likely to repay some amount to another person or to a business, so he gives in return a promise of returning that amount. So they have been called as notes receivable for the person to whom the who has paid the amount or who is likely to receive the amount. The individual or business that signs the note is referred to as the maker of the note. The person to whom the payment is to be made is called the payee. So in this basically it is a under this written document, the person who takes the money from the business, he generally prepare the that note and he gives it in writing to the lender, that is here we call them as payee. So in that he just write that he is liable to pay the amount with of such and such amount, and due date is mentioned. And similarly the person can charge an amount and interest of on that the amount which he has lended to the maker. So the promissory note is a kind of note receivable and are being used for repayment of loan. So if we talk about notes receivable, so promissory note is a one of the notes receivable, and it is being generally used for repayment of loan. When a note is received from a customer, in this promissory note, basically a person may take in some amount or lend a business may lend some amount to another person for a period of say 6 months or a 3 months, and in return the receiver to whom the loan is paid gives a promissory note. It gives a promise to repay that loan. So that is basically the notes receivable. And from the accounting point of view, when the note is received from a customer, the notes receivable account is basically debited. The credit can be given to sales or account receivable depending on transaction that give rise to the note. So in the books of account of the business, it has become the asset, the current asset for that business, and record that amount as its uh, under the accounts receivable. This is for about the notes receivable and is shown under the current assets or the current assets of a balance sheet. So as the name suggests, short-term debt is basically a debt obligation that a company needs to pay back. It's either paid within the current financial year of a business or within the next 12-month period. So if a company who is likely to pay the some kind of debt, and that is likely to be paid within a shorter duration, that is within the next 12-month period, so we consider them as a short-term debt. So the short-term debt is placed in liability side of balance sheet under current liabilities. Uh, that is basically the same, the likely to be paid within the 12 months or within the current financial year. Some of the most common type of short-term debt which are being in prevail in business are the accounts payable, maybe the lease payment, wages payment, or income tax payable, or a short-term bank loan. Maybe So these are the basically few example which we can consider as a short-term debt. So we will just go and do this practically in our application. So this is the our application, and as we all know, we have to first find out the format for the profile, and before creating or creating a profile, we have to choose the format. So we will just go and first select the format for that, and to do that, we will go to configuration, and under that select the format form. So now what about the notes of receivable? We will consider it as a current assets. So there must be some format already built in here. So this is basically the current asset format. Okay, so we will just create our new format and we'll add some details in it. Current asset test, current asset test, nodes, receivables. So we will choose here the account analysis because only one ledger is involved, and source system, make it as notes, receivables, and balance explanation to or to, and if there is any adjustment, make it as adjustment. Now when we will come to this balance explanation tab, we have this. We will just add one transaction detail here. So to do that, I will just add here the one attribute, short description, close date, action plan, accounting date, attachment, debit note, justification, sub account. Okay. Mm, so we will just choose the invoice here, and value the preparer, allow edits, and it is we will make allow edits, we will just make it. So we will see where this invoice can be displayed in our while doing the reconciliation. So just to leave the instructions, we are not going to modify any changes in it. Now we will prepare a profile based on this format. So before that, we will just create one attribute also. So under this cost center, configuration, under the system attributes, this is the attribute. So I will just create a, and we will assign some cost center to it. Cost center test. So make it as text and close. So under this profile, we will create one profile 100-10049. Notes receivable test. So the process will naturally be balance sheet because it is a balance sheet item. Risk rating, keep it as medium. Account type, it is the risk taking. This risk rating is provided based is defined based on the risk taking capacity of the organization. It is a business call. So under asset, we will term it as accounts receivable, and normal balance is generally debit one. Organizational unit, North South America. Okay, and we'll format the one that we just created. Test. Balance is 0. Save this one. Instruction. Under workflow, user, user 1, make it as monthly, day 2, and okay, and we'll give a reviewer. Currency, we have to define the currency. Our rate type is our accounting functional, and label will be our functional currency. Save this one. Access. So we will use the commutator in our next case scenario, which we will take, and the attribute. So I will just choose the attribute which I have created. Cost center test. This will be to the preparer. Okay, make it as required. And cost center test. Okay. Okay, just make it as value. We will make it as bh, say ind tak, say USA DEP 1500. So this is the cost center. Okay, so it is required. Now we will see how we can use this cost center, and save, and under the rules we will just auto approve reconciliation. At the reviewer level, create a condition. Attribute account ID alternate source. So it will approve if the comment is not blank. If there is some comments in it, so it will be approved automatically. It should approve automatically. So just click on this, okay, and just save this one. Now we have created our profile. So this is our profile. It is 49, not receivable. Okay, and we have assigned. So now we will upload balances to it. So how much it is? 18,000. Okay. One 10049. Make it as 49, and this is the 18,000. So our balance under the notes receivable is of 18,000. Okay, we have to upload this one, and Basically, we will do this in a other way out. So till now we have been uploading the data with the help of this period, but alternatively we can also upload it with the help of this reconciliation tab. So to do that, we have to first create a reconciliation. So under the profile 100-10049. So this is our uh, profile, and just this is for the month of July 22. Okay, create a reconciliation period. It is for July 2022 and apply. Selected profile, apply. Now you can see it has been successfully copied, but we have not got any balances under source system and the subsystem. So from the reconciliation tab, this is for the July 22. Now this is our notes receivable test, but the balance is not here. So to upload balance, the alternative method, select this one from the action. We can just import pre-mapped balances. This is for the month of, the procedure will remain same. Balance type source July, currency bucket functional, and import, and see the result. It is pending, and let's see, it has been completed successfully. Now you can see we got this figure under the source system balances. So under, let's go and see in the profile also whether the balance is displayed there or not. 100-10049. Now you can see the balance is appearing here. So we have choose the another method of uploading the detail, and now from here we can just go and check the cost center which we have created the attribute. So under the reconciliation, this is cost center test. Just move it somewhat above and just move this one demo code to the left. Now you can see the cost center is visible here. So for each and every profile which has this cost center, we can just go and filter it out from this profile section. This is how the attribute can ease our work and contribute. So we have created the profile, and we have given the user one as the preparer. So now we have logged in from the user one window, and we'll go to the reconciliation tab, work list tab. So this is the our 100-10049 is the profile on which we are working on. So balance explanation, notes receivable, and adjustment to notes receivable. So we have these two. So under the balance explanation, either alternatively we can provide the reason here, individual reason, or we can just attach, we can also attach the explanation to it from the by attaching the file. So under the short description, notes receivable, uh, loan receivable from say ABC company, and so this is the invoice, or we can say the document number or the promissory note number, we can just mention it here. With this we have created in our format. So from ABC company, long description we can give, given for 6 months, one period on July 2023 at the rate of 10% interest. We can give the additional details here, and in place of invoice, we can see document number 123 4 5 6. So for this, the person can refer this document number to see the further details. And so we will just give here the explanation of 60,000 and just save this one. Okay, now still the difference of 2000 is still there, and it has been come to the notice that the 18,000 amount which we have booked, out of which 16,000 belong to this ABC company, but there is some adjustment is needed for this notes receivable. So to rectify that, to do that adjustment, we can just input the data into the adjustment terms. Belong to intercompany ledger, need to transfer to interco. Okay, so he will just give it as 2000 and save it. Now you can see the unexplained difference is 0 out of the 18,000, and balance explanation we have given is 16,000, and we have done the adjustment of this 2000. So we have given two reasons for it, the balance explanation as well as the adjustment of that. There are no comments on it. Okay, I will just so what is the this is our profile, sorry. The rule which we have set, here is comment is auto, it will auto approve reconciliation if comment is not blank. If there is some comment, it will auto approve when comment is not blank. So just leave it as blank and see whether it automatically approved or not. Just submit this one. Okay, the reconciliation has been submitted, and let's see from the reconciliation card the status of this 10048. This is 49. It is open with reviewer because the rule has not worked and the comment section is blank. Okay, let's see in the from the admin point of view, from the admin window, reconciliation is still with open with preparer. So we will just do, and so what let's see under this reconciliation action, we will just reopen this reconciliation. Okay, now it is open with preparer. Now we are on this preparer window, and now we will input this sub comment in that comment section and see whether it automatically gets approved or not. So it came back to the user, the preparer. Click on this one. So no comments is there. So okay, no comment is available here. So we will just give a comment here. Advancement needed related to interco. and post this one. Now you can see under the comment section we got this comment also. Now the preparer will once again submit this one. So it has submitted with comments, and let's see the status of it. It is still open with the reviewer. So the rule has not worked for us in this case. So we have to provide, as we have reopened this profile from the admin, that's why the rule has not worked. If we would have given at the first time in its initial, when the first when this first was approved, then the rule would have been approved, would have been worked, and it has to approve that this receivable. So so in this case the user then will go and will submit. Just go and log in from the user 2. So under reconciliation, this is the profile open with reviewer. We will just go and review the details. Adjustment detail, if he finds it appropriate, he will just go and approve this one. Now it has been closed. So this is how this notes receivable scenario can be worked out in application. Now we will go and work see the case scenario for the short-term debt. This one. So we will just add one user in it as a commentator, and let's see. Okay, so this is our user 3. Edit, and as the user we will just make it as viewer. Okay, okay, no changes were made. So we will just change the password here also. Save this one. Okay, from the configuration, under format, we will choose the format for doing the short-term debts. So under this format, we will choose this current liability format. Okay. So from profile, we will create a profile for this purpose. Okay, 100 dash 10050. Okay, so the process will naturally be balance sheet. Risk rating make it as high. Account type will be of liability, current liability, because it is a part of current liability. Accounts payable or a current liability. A short term payable, make it as short term payable. Normal balance is credit, and we will choose the format as current liability and organizational unit as South America. Close it. Save this one. Now we will go to this workflow and assign the user. Monthly, make it as 2, make it as 3, and save it. And under the reviewer, so we will just use the same comment. Okay, user 2, and save this one. Under the currency, it will be our accounting and functional. Access commentators, so we will give access to this commentator. So no commentator is available here. Viewer, user 3. So we will make him as a viewer. And attribute, I will just choose the same one. Cost center test, value USA DEP. Make it as required. Copy reconciliation to OK. OK. And now with the rules, we will apply the same rule and see whether auto approve reconciliation. Okay, for the reviewer 1. And what will be the condition? For the reconciliation, comments, contains is not blank. If it is blank, it will auto approve. If it is blank, it will not. If it is blank, it will not auto approve. So just click on OK and close and save this one. So this is our profile which we have created. Okay, we have to make it as 5. Okay. So, and once again I will just copy this one, create a new file for uploading in our profile of short-term debts. Make it as 50. And make it as 22,000. Just save this one. Now we will apply the same method of uploading the balances which we have tried in our earlier in our uh, case of notes receivable. So we will just first create a reconciliation for the month of July, apply, but there is no balance uploaded here, will not be uploaded. Okay, we can't see any balance here. This one, we have created the reconciliation, and if we see from the users window also, under reconciliation, no data is it is available here. So this is our profile which we have created. Now let's see from the reconciliation card. So this is the profile 10050, which is available short as short-term debt. We have created the reconciliation, but no balance is available here. So to upload balance, pre-mapped balance, short-term debt, balance type source, currency bucket is our functional, and import. It is in pending stage. Let's see, it has been uploaded. Now you can say this has been uploaded successfully, and see whether in the profile the same figure will balance will be uploaded in the profile also. This, now you can see. Now we will move on to this user window and see. So this is basically the user 2. So I will have to log out, and from the login from the user 1 window. Now you can see it is open with preparer. The balance here is 20 of 22,000. Adjustment is there, and now we can see instructions and attributes. So this is the cost center which we have defined there, attributes. So balance explanation. So as I said, for the balance explanation, we can also attach some detailed file in it to provide the explanation. Maybe the amount of 22,000 which is coming may comprise of so many of different small amounts. So to explain that, we can either create this from this plus symbol, we can just go and add this one, or we can alternatively attach the a total file by explaining the reason. So short description list attach for explanation. So 22,000, and save this one first. Okay, we will attach the file here. The file is already available with me. Lease payment, it comes to 18,000, 7,000, and make it as 8,000. Browse file. Short-term debt balance explanation. Okay, just click on this. Okay, the file is now been attached here, and We will give comment here, file attached, and just post it. Now the difference is not here because we have given the balance explanation, and for the balance explanation we have attached one file, list attached for explanation. This is the file balance explanation, and he will just go and submit this one. Yes. Okay. It is still not being automatically approved. Okay. So under reconciliation, it is open with reviewer, and I will just show you the role of uh, the viewer, what viewer can do. So user 2 3, because we have created user 3 as our viewer, so we logged in from the user 3 comment, and from reconciliation you can just see the different status of 150 short-term debt. Now you can see he cannot provide any explanation to it, or can do here. He can just, even he cannot see the comments or attachment here. You can just see the progress of it, with whom it is pending, and the different properties of it. So this is basically the role of the user 3. Now we will log in from the user 2, the approver. So under reconciliation, this is the profile which is open, pending with the reviewer. So we will just go and see the different details, whether it has been proper or not. If he is satisfied, he will go and approve this one. So he will just open and will list attached for explanation. So he will go to the attachment tab and will see the details. And you will see the details here. So if you see, if the details are proper and are in order, he will just go and submit the same. So this list, attaching list, is very useful when there is a large number of transactions or the line items to be given for explaining the balance. So he will just go and approve this one. So it has been approved and closed. Now let's see from the admin window, it has been closed. Okay. So just select the column here. Cost center is there. Okay. So this will not be available. This will be available in the profile section, because we have attached that in the profile section. So under the action, and now this is the different cost. Okay. Now you can see, now you can see These two profiles are belong to the cost center, this particular cost center. So this is how the attribute can help us to identify the profiles of some particular nature or of some particular uh, identity, with some having identity. Likewise, we can just attach the location, region, or department also, because in our profile the account ID represent only the company and the account. So to get more detail, we can use this attribute like this. So this is how the scenario for the short-term debts works for in an works in a ARCS application. So now it's time to say to conclude this session, and we'll come up with some other similar case scenario in ARCS. And for any queries or questions, you can always reach out to us at support@bispsolutions.com, and can also view and refer our YouTube channel for similar knowledgeable and useful videos on different topics of EPM applications. So with this, so it's time to say goodbye, and thank you.